And what up, everybody? Welcome back to Feral Publications YouTube channel. On this channel, we talk about zines and DIY publishing. And today we're looking at Brain Fart Comix issue number 4, an Orange Zeppelin production. Orange Zeppelin is the homie of Feral Comix, has contributed to the Feral Comix project, and I'm sure we'll have her on another issue some other time in the future. If you're unfamiliar with the things I publish, Feral Comix is what I'm talking about. Orange Zeppelin, Brain Fart Comix creator, has also contributed to the Feral Comix project. You can as well, and you can get your subscription to support Underground Subversive Comics in the link in the show notes. So to begin with, I'm going to read this quick intro. It says, I've always loved sci-fi. Little me was big on the original Star Wars trilogy. High school me defected and became a Trekkie. College me went on a big Dune kick, and current me has been reading a lot of Arthur C. Clarke among other sci-fi authors. I have my own sci-fi comic series called Whoa, Awesome Space Babe that has admittedly less science and more fiction and maybe just an excuse to draw aliens. You can read it in its entirety on my DeviantArt account. This issue of Brain Fart Comix focuses on Pete the Opossum, who in previous issues was a star of The Last Word, which appeared on the last page of the zine and thrilled readers, all 5 of you, with his eloquent vocabulary. This issue, Pete takes the stage in his own adventure. You can find me on... I'm going to go ahead and pause it right here. Boom. Pause that. Go ahead and read that. Get any of those handles, and I will have a lot of those handles on the show notes. The homegirl Orange Zeppelin sent this to me, and I have to admit, I've always dug the way the homegirl draws. I love her art. I like the way she does the ink washes. This cover right here is just majestically done, man. It's beautiful. And this lettering is hella strong. And this is a sci-fi issue. And one of the things I like about the sci-fi issue is absolutely the art. I mean, like, the homegirl's art is always hella strong. Like, look at this sequence right here. Look at how those ink washes and the whiteout and all that stuff, it just reads. Like, from this panel on throughout this whole page, it just hella flows and reads so well. So, you know, the way she uses the ink washes, the other mediums, the panel layouts, right? The way the panels are hella different. Like this right here, I like that panel layout. It's just hella well done, man. But besides that, honestly, this premise is hella good, hella clever. It's kind of like these scientists come to Earth and basically are trying to find different Earth beings to study. And so they're studying an opossum. And in that way, even me as a person that kind of digs like animals, she kind of set him up in a premise where there's a problem that only the opossum could be the solution for, right? And so this possum now potentially becomes this hero by just being a regular ass possum. And that is a really good premise, because then you can kind of have different animals and different beings from Earth become superheroes in a way, you know, become saviors, helpful. And I like that premise because I feel like that emphasizes that point, kind of like H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds, where you find that the birds, one of the most humble creatures on, you know, Earth, were kind of the pivotal being that helps us win that war. I think that in itself is kind of the premise of this Brain Fart Comix. In the end of the day, like, any being could become the hero. It just depends upon the premise. So I definitely dug this. I like that, you know, this opossum is like a unlikely hero, but also not necessarily a willing hero, right? He's not a willing participant in what's going on. But I think that is a really great premise. You have to find out how it turns out in Brain Fart Comix number 5. So definitely digging Brain Fart Comix. Orange Zeppelin is always creating hella dope shit, you guys. So if you guys haven't checked anything out, check out our DeviantArt. I know I'm going to check it out and reread some of her comics as soon as I get a chance. Beyond that, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Lates.